Jaiteh part, I want to come there, right? Because, you know, when the story came out, you know, a lot of us, we don't read, right? People started going after him and making it look like he was, you know, I mean, and that the story did not put it that way, but it's the perception, right?
Look, I had a meeting with Justice Jaiteh over that.
Yeah.
I went to see him at the office because you know, he had his own concerns.
Yeah.
And I told him, I don't know whether, because I told him, well, clearly that, well, some of those issues that are raised are not in our story.
They are not.
Yeah, so, but people, I understood people made their own list of people who are implicated.
Yeah.
We didn't write a story to
implicate anyone.
We're not state investigators.
Yeah.
Or police, criminal investigators. We don't write stories to implicate people, we write stories.
Mm-hmm.
So people implicate people.
Yeah.
So that's not our business. You know, we take exceptions to that. I mean, but I mean, of course, people can make whatever they want to make of whatever we publish. You know, it's in the public.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and people. I mean, you know, we're not angels. You know, if people are subject of our work, they can fight back. They can, you know, write back and say, well, this is wrong, you know, and we publish it too.
Yeah, yeah. And the minister did that. You read his rebuttal. First, he said you didn't give him enough time, and he was kind of what did he say? He was not giving enough time, and he also raised some other question. You know, what's your response to some of the issues that he raised?
Like not giving enough time?
Yeah, you didn't give him enough time.
Well, 5 days is enough time to respond to a media query. And the fact that you respond and I provided this information, I gave them this lead, they didn't follow. You see,
that, yeah.
If you follow the TRRC, there are people who would probably want to volunteer and provide. This says, okay, we have to move on, and they insist they have to say it.
Yeah.
It's because the information you're volunteering is not relevant to my context. It's not relevant to the information. It's not it's information. It's information. Like there is information, there is useful information. If you provide me information that's just sending me on some wild goose case, or you provide information that's important but on a different context, then I don't need that lead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily mean that if you give me 10 pages, I should. I mean, how many pages can a story be? You see. So, but he had 5 days, and you know, so, and I think we were very fair. I mean, after we did our story, I sent it to my colleagues and said, read it independently, because we have independent fact checkers at any story. So, for example, if I'm doing this story, I make sure other people who have not done the story, have no connection to it, read it and give me their own independent feedback. So if they think I am wrong or I am biased towards this individual, then we correct it. Yeah. So, but those people read it as though they are not members of the team. Yeah, they read it as independent of the team. Yeah. So, and we have a lot of people. We have lawyers, we have activists, we have all sort of people who read stories when we do them, and you know. So, yeah, I mean, 5 days is good enough to be able to answer some of those questions. I think so. Yeah.